GC back with part 2. To see what we discussed in part 1, click on the YouTube click on your top right corner of the screen. Without further ado, let's get underway. So the first thing we will go into is the scrolls that are available from the tournament element prizes at the end of each tournament week. This will give us a few calculation equivalents that we can make as a result of the scroll merchant here, as you can purchase chaos cores and artifact coins in the store for scrolls that you get weekly due to your result in the Tournament of the Titans. For this to help us, we do need to have some other item that we can tie to something we've already determined, and thankfully here we do, with the large skin stone chest giving you 150 stones of your assigned color. Given that we have already determined previously that 5.3379 skin stones is equal to 1 emerald, we get a value that each scroll comes to 28.1 emeralds in value, giving us a direct conversion 1-to-1 for the chaos cores, and 1,000-to-1 being 1,000 artifact coins being at 28.1 emerald, giving us a 0.0281 emerald per individual artifact coin. Like Veruca, who wanted the goose who lays the golden eggs in Willy Wonka, we want to know how much an egg is worth. That is easier said than done, though, as there is not a place to directly purchase eggs in Dominion. However, the item that the eggs do produce, pet soulstones, we can actually do have a place to check that here in Dominion by going to the special offers pop-up on the right-hand side page of Dominion. Here we see that 60 Alba stones, 200,000 gold coins, and 3,000 pet potions are willing to be sold for the value of $7.49. When plugging in all the values that we've had before determined, which are dollars, potions, and gold, we do find out we have a problem with coming up as a negative value for the value of an egg, or in our case, a pet soulstone. However, if we do value this from the base cost instead of the actual selling price that Nexters is willing to sell it to us, we actually do get a value for a pet stone of 50.2 emeralds. While it is true you may sometimes pull more than one pet stone in an egg, since we're already stretching to get this value, leaving egg as one stone for evaluations does sound like a fair compromise. That brings us to the candy that can potentially drop from the bag, and no, James Woods will not be appearing, with each drop being precisely the amount needed to take one shot at getting a pumpkin coin of 250 candies. With most folks actually being quite in tune on this one, with a drop rate of about 12.5% to get a pumpkin coin from a candy attempt, I have no problem using that in our evaluations in this equation, giving us a value of one piece of candy having a 2.25 emerald evaluation. Now we have the items, and to save everyone, I'm just going to have them scroll on screen for the second, third page. This finishes the red and starting into the orange, and finally the fourth page with the rest of the orange and all the purple items on offer. The number in parentheses is the number of coins it takes to buy the item. Scrolling now on the bottom are the other one-coin items' values for themselves, while we handle the final result for the dolls themselves. Totaling all of these up comes to a grand total of 4,479 emeralds for the doll bags. Remember, these are to get 20 bags and all of the times that you reopen. Using our scroll evaluation from before, we can take the 5 hero stones available here in the scroll store and parse it out with the 28.1 emeralds per scroll value from before, giving us 28.1 times 20 for our value for 100 hero stones. Please do note there are exchanges that will give you a lower value for the stone. For example, in the Outland stores, the large skin stone chest is also available there, giving you a value of only 375 emeralds. However, since you are able to choose almost any hero, I'm giving the 100 box the higher value for comparison stakes in our store. So let's take a look at the top 10 items in a per pumpkin coin evaluation. Those are now scrolling on screen. However, this shouldn't be taken as the end all to be all. One thing I learned digging and discovering these numbers is that the utility of your own situation may trump what is simply the best emerald value for your coin. So if you needed 100 hero stones to get that tank or fighter you were using to that 6th absolute star, then for you that very likely may have been the right decision for you and your team. Couple other points to ponder. Unlike other events of this caliber, while unused candy will be converted at $1 bag per 100 pieces of candy or portion thereof you have left over at the end of the event, we have been told by Nexters that pumpkin coins themselves will not be converted, allowing access to the store year-round as long as you still have pumpkin coins in reserve. You can do that by going into your inventory, selecting the coin, and you'll get a button for the store. So if there isn't anything fitting what you need at this moment, the best move at all may be to make no move at all. And finally, apologies on the delay on this. YouTube ate my first upload. So please let me know what you'd like to see this channel become. What parts of Hero Wars and Dominion you'd most like to see us cover. And as we say in the guild, release the Krakens.